Good morning and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. As you know, this is Sunday, and on Sunday we don't do construction out of the construction site. So I will be going off the beaten path today and doing something non-construction oriented, and which, as I promised yesterday, I have a friend I'm meeting up with, or a friend of a friend I'll be meeting for the first time, and he's actually going to show me some Bahay Kubo locations around the Lipa area, and we're gonna go Bahay Kubo shopping today. So please join me for that, and I think it's gonna be an interesting experience today. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. And I'll see you. Have a wonderful day. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody today? Good morning. Playing house again today? So anyway, I was already greeted by like 4 people as I walked out the front of the house, and they always ask you, where are you going? And then you tell them I'm either going to work or go build a house, or, and of course it opens up a lot more questions. But today's answer was, oh, I'm going Bahay Kubo shopping. Morning, Michelle.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today? Good. I'm going Bahay Kubo shopping today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good morning. Morning. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, man?
Okay, where have you been?
Where have I been? It's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
You sleep in a little on Sunday morning, right? A little bit.
Tonight we are here. You are called, you know, Lobatyo.
But today I have to actually go with a friend, and we're looking at Bahay Kubos today.
Okay.
So I'll let you know what I find.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, see you.
All right, see you later. What are you looking at? So it's around 9:40, and this is one of my favorite spots. This is actually when you first come into the subdivision. I think this is supposed to be a water fountain here, because it looks like a bunch of kind of lilies and all inside of here. And I see some stuff. I haven't seen any water since I've been here, and but you can see it's just a really lovely spot to hang out right here. It's got some seats inside there. So what I'm going to do is I just want to talk about my morning before my friend comes to pick me up to go Bahay Kubo shopping. Well, for those of you who've been following my channel, you know that Sunday is my me day, because we don't have construction going on the site. And when I say me day, I mean it's me who's got to do the cleaning and the laundering of my clothes and general housekeeping stuff. Today I got a little bit of that out of the way. I didn't get everything done. I'm going to have to do that later on, because of course you know that I'm meeting up with a friend today, and we're going to go do some Bahay Kubo shopping. So something I wanted to share with you, the way my morning went this morning, is of course I got up, actually slept in today. I don't know if I'm just getting used to the roosters crowing at 3:30 and stuff like that, but I didn't wake up until 5. So that's on a Sunday, that's actually sleeping in for me. So I slept in a little bit, and then I woke up, and then I started some coffee. I made what I thought was a dish that my wife makes back in the US. And when she gets up in the morning, she'll make a rice dish. It'll be with some garlic and some rice and a little bit of salt, and she actually adds a little coffee to it. I think it's what they do over here in the Philippines. So I decided to try that out, and I had asked her the night before. I said, "What's the ingredients that you put inside in this mixture?" And she told me garlic and salt and rice, and I actually added some eggs to it also. Creature of habit. So I mixed it up, and it was like, it didn't taste like what my wife makes. I'm like, what did I do wrong? It's not exactly the same. So we chatted this morning, and when we chatted, I told her what I did. She said, "Oh, but did you put any oil inside the pan when you cooked the garlic?" And I was like, "No, did you tell me to put oil in the pan?" I said, "You got to tell me all these little things." And that's what I did wrong. So that's why I try to be as detailed as possible when we're doing the build, so you see all those little things. Because if you leave out one little thing, then you could have something that's not right. So anyway, I had the breakfast, then it was time to do the washing of the dishes. And of course, I believe today they had a great turnout at the church this morning because we had no water about a half hour before church started. So I think the local priest is probably pretty happy today. So I didn't have any water, but I had to go and wash my dishes using my trash can full of water that I always keep for a reserve. And it came in handy this morning. But what to my wonderful surprise did I find was, well, I'll show you what I found. So anyway, not a big deal. Life in the Philippines, and the door, you see when the doors, they have the big cracks underneath it, so there's no telling what's gonna crawl up underneath the door on a daily basis. But so then I got to chat with my wife for a while, and I of course I do my morning. So of course I do my comments on my site, and I do the replies to all the comments on there. And one of the comments that I saw earlier was somebody's like, do you really have a wife? And I said, yeah, if you go back to some of the earlier videos, because my wife left in January. She went back to the US and she's waiting for the house to be completed. But to prove that I have not made up a fictitious wife, and it's not a figment of my imagination, and or I'm not photoshopping my wife and anything like that. So I actually captured a little bit of the session and had my wife say hello to everybody. You're not a figment of my imagination, and I don't have this imaginary wife running around somewhere. So just say hi to the folks. Let them know you're not a figment of my imagination.
This date's why. Take care of my husband.
Okay. So then, of course, I came out to the site, and today is actually going to be the day. Like I said, we're going to go shopping. I've been looking forward to this day. All last week I was searching for somebody to help me out with doing the search for the Bahay Kubo. As you know, I want to put one on the back of the property so that when construction is going on all during the day, I can actually bring lunch out. Because right now I'm coming out early in the morning, then I'm going back home to my apartment, and I'm doing all this walking right now until my vehicle arrives. And then I walk back again at the end of the day. So this will be a place I can actually stay pretty much all day long, and I can bring some lunch out, and I have shade, and I'll have my little Wi-Fi, portable Wi-Fi device, so I can actually check emails here, and then maybe do a little bit of video editing on the site as well. So that's where we're going to today. So it's just a few minutes before my friend shows up, and then we're going Bahay Kubo shopping. Well, I just received a text message from the friend that's come to pick me up, and he's actually just now preparing and leaving the house. So actually he's just a little bit later than I was expecting, but it's no problem. So I'm going to take this opportunity to just kind of walk through and maybe explore some of the area in the subdivision that I have yet to see. As a matter of fact, these are the little tiny model homes they got in the front. They're building some small units out here, and actually, whoa, they're actually moving along pretty fast on these right here. You can see the construction. They're actually doing the plastering on the outside already, and they're forming the window frames, where they'll be putting window frames in pretty soon. So it's kind of hard to see. It used to be all this was open, and you could see everything. And I think there's 3 model units back behind this blue tarp that they're actually working on, and you can see that they actually had a groundbreaking ceremony. So they actually started, looks like on January 12th. So January, February, March, so about almost 2 months worth of construction. And here I'm going to kind of peek, and you can see where these 3 units here. There's 1, 2, and this is the 3rd unit over here. You can actually see how far they are on the progress of these already. So these are moving pretty quick. So you can get a kind of an idea of when they're actually building our house, how quick, once they get those columns and those beams in and they pour the floor, then the concrete hollow blocks, they start shooting up and you actually start having the form of your house done. So it's exciting to think that in a couple of months we're going to see what will be the actual enclosure of the house. This is actually the first time I've seen the fountain with the water flowing back here. So this is interesting. I hope they continue to maintain and keep all the fountains, because there's some beautiful fountains around here, like the one I showed you at the entrance. And I'm hoping that they actually start getting it. It's like a waterfall there, and I'm hoping that they'll actually get that to come through. So as I go through, I will show you different features that they have in this development. And oh, by the way, this whole area back here, with all the gardening and the fountains and the statues and the kubos around here, this is actually called the meditation garden out here, and rightly appropriately named. There's the clubhouse, and this area back here is actually another phase. It's actually like a subpart of the main phase out here. Remember I said this development has two really large ones, but the first large one is actually kind of split into two sort of phases. And I've actually never been back here, so I'm going to take this opportunity while I'm waiting on my friend to come here. Let's walk back here a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed, and some of the viewers had made a point about this in some of the earlier videos about water storage. If you see on the back of this house, I'm not sure if I'm close enough to see it, you see that silver tank up there? It says S-tank or something like that. That's actually a popular way to do storage around here, so that you have a reserve if the electricity goes out or they don't have water flow coming from the city. Then you have a water reserve inside your tank, and the gravity flow will bring it inside the house. That's why they always do the elevation so high up like those. And there are several houses out here that have that. Again, the folks that I've talked with out here have said that there really hasn't been any issue with the water pressure. That's one thing they haven't had an issue with. Well, that was actually pretty nice back there. It's a little bit smaller than the other parts of the phases out here, but it's actually kind of nice and quiet back there, and it's right next to, I think, a bunch of sugarcane plantations. So let's get off to the front gate, and hopefully my friend will be meeting up with us anytime now. So I asked the worker back there what the bamboo crosses are for. Maybe it's signifying the cross, or I don't really know. So I asked him, and he doesn't speak any English. So I'm gonna go talk with the guards. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I actually came up here to where the guards are at, and I wanted and I knew they would have the answer. So I asked one of the guards if they could give an explanation of the crosses out here, and it was kind of what I thought. It's a religious practice, and let him explain to you what it is.
Good morning. Actually, the crosses put around the block is part of a Filipino culture, which is the Holy Week. By remembering the crucifixion of Jesus, we Filipinos put crosses around the block, 12 crosses. So every step of Jesus going to the crucifix, we will reminisce all the sufferings Jesus did for us.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great explanation. Now we know. Here's my friend Nato.
Hi.
We had a long discussion when we came up here, and he actually brought me now to, we're in Padre Garcia, and this is the first place that we're actually looking at Bahay Kubos. So I'm gonna show you through some of the Bahay Kubos they have here, and I'll show you some of the dimensions, and I'll discuss some of the pricing that they have out here. So this one right here, okay, this is your typical 6x6 Bahay Kubo, and you see it actually, the construction looks really nice. You have the bench seating that goes around. You have places you can sit your drinks, and you put some plants out here. They all come with a table. You get a table with, that's part of the package, and they got this really neat little swinging door as you enter inside, and everything here is made out of bamboo.
Correct.
And what is the roof?
And you call it pawid.
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 Yeah.
So that's what there's actually what Nato was telling me about. There's actually a couple of different materials that they use for the roofing. At least a couple that I know of.
Yes.
Right.
That's
You were
right.
saying
It's kogon grass.
Yes.
It's a grass.
Yes.
And it's more durable than the pawid. It's more durable.
So we're right now we're sourcing different places that make this, and we're going to visit a few, and then we're going to make a decision today. We're coming home either with, well, we're not going to come home today with one. What they'll do, the options are when you go to the Bahay Kubo shops, you can either buy one that's already built, like this one right here. If we wanted this one, we could get this one right here, and they would deliver this. I guess hypothetically you could get it the same day, right?
Correct. That's right.
Yeah. So
The whole day.
yeah. So hypothetically, they could deliver this to your property like right away, or what they can do is actually build on your site. So I imagine this one right here probably wouldn't take that long to build.
It only takes for this size 6x6 3 days.
3 days
on the site. Yeah.
And then we'll show you some of the bigger ones that it takes. The biggest ones that they have out here, which are 6x14.
That's right.
6x14. I'm going to show you that when we go over to the other side of the slot. And it takes them 5 days to build on you. And that's everything. That's with each one of these are actually sealed with like an insecticide, so that it doesn't get attacked by the insects and the termites and things like that.
That's right.
And they do that on your site as well. So let's take a look at some. And they also make furniture out here. Look at these rocking chairs. Look at the quality of these rocking chairs that they have here. And I think we might be picking up a couple of these at a later time for the back porch. So this is their selection that they have here. And this one actually is
5x7.
This one is a little bit different. This one actually is 5x7.
5x7. Same price actually.
The one behind that we were just looking at, this one is a 6x6, and this is a 5x7. And these are actually on all the smaller ones that are the open style here. That's what they offer, 6x6 and 5x7. So this is a little bit longer. If you had family members, you can add a couple extra people because the benches are just a little bit longer here. And the roofing is all the same construction. And I noticed they got these nettings on here.
Yes.
And I imagine that's just to secure so things don't blow away.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the basic designs over here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take you over to the other side over here, and we're going to show you some really neat Bahay Kubos that you could actually, I mean, you can put a bed in there, and you can actually bring lunch, and you can wash dishes. So we're going to head over on this side over here. So I'm going to get a little bit bigger picture from out here so we can see these. So now this Bahay Kubo is 6x14, and it has like these really, it's kind of like a decorative window kind of thing here. And look, wait till you see the inside of this thing. When you go inside, it actually has a door. You see the door here? So you have a locking door, which I don't know, locking door on a Kubo. Anyway, so you go inside, and I want you to look at this. You actually have a sink You can put a bucket down here, but you could actually wash dishes in the sink up here. And you have the same typical, the seating that goes around. You have your little table here. And you got, again, the design of these decorative windows. And look at the detail on the rope. That's part of the window detailing they have inside here. And what's neat about this, there's actually 2 bedrooms in here. I want you to look at this. You got the steps that go up. You have a door that leads to one of the rooms inside here. And you walk inside, you got some storage underneath the steps. You have steps that go, and then you have, this is a whole like a upstairs area, and you got storage over here, and you could actually put a little thin mat here, or you can sleep right on top of this, right? Bring a pillow down, and you got a bedroom. And then not only do you have one bedroom, you have another one here. You got this. They got this room down here, and you have another bedroom right here. Look at this. Look at the size of this place. And they got their own windows inside here. You got more storage. You can do some storage underneath as well. So this is a 2-bedroom with a mini kitchen / kitchen dining room area. That's what you get in a Kubo. But there's more. And this is the master craftsman right here. He's the one who actually is. You're the one that builds all these, right? You build them. You're the builder. Are you the owner? The owner also?
Yeah. No, he's just the builder.
He's the builder. So he's the builder. So he's the master craftsman. So if we're having this done out on our site, I think he would be the guy that would be showing up and actually doing the building on site. But what I want to show you is, look at this one right here. It's very similar to this one here, but the difference on this one here, not only do you have these decorative type of windows, you also get you actually get glass windows on this one right here. So if it's raining and you got storm coming through, and hopefully not a typhoon, but I mean, you can actually close these windows up and you could actually stay dry inside the bedroom. So we'll take a quick look inside here. It's very similar to the one that we just came out of. So it's got your little kitchen, but this one has, this is neat. This has the shelf on the top. The other one didn't have the shelf. I don't believe it did. So you could actually store some of your cooking supplies or some water or some drinks and stuff like that. You got the storage down here. Again, you have all of the same family room, kitchen area with the table stuff that you have in the other one. And the bedroom's a little bit different design inside this one right here. So it's actually 2, but no two different doors like the other one. So you got this really big space right here. Again, you see the windows? You actually have windows inside of here. And then this one, instead of going through a second door, it's a little bit more of an open floor space plan. I don't know if you can see, it's a little dark. But you actually, so from right here, you kind of go up these stairs. And there's a whole set of stairs that take you up here to the next level. And the next level is like another deck, like a loft area. And it also has the windows up here. So if you had like family members, or if you had some guests coming over, you actually have additional space that you can actually put folks up inside in the Kubo out here. So this is wonderful. This actually would be, if you're looking at this would be the foundation that they would build the whole Kubo around. So you got your major bamboo, and then you got the cocoa lumber that's going to be on the outside, and then they would actually build from there. So that's your actual, what we're having with beams and concrete and footers. This is what you have on the Kubo side. You have your columns and your beams, and maybe we should have built the Kubo on our property instead of a house, I don't know. And I'm going to show you one more on this site. This one actually is this is the biggest one that they build out here. This is a 6x16, and I want you, it's actually got more room in the open space where the table. So this basically, you actually kind of have your own little kitchen space right here, and then it's separated from this room right here. This is actually quite nice. I could see people actually living in a place like this right here, and they probably do. And here's the door. So these have the two doors like the first large one that I showed you. The same design, except this one actually has the windows. And then you have the door to the second bedroom area. And again, you see the storage space that they have down here. You got a place to put items if you need to store anything. Again, you see windows in both of these. So this is actually the largest one, but this is actually this is quite expensive. I mean, even for me, this is quite expensive. And I think this one was 75.
Yeah.
And this one's actually 75,000 pesos. This one right here. So I mean, if you needed room for family members, or even if you only had a lot and you actually wanted to, you could kind of live in something like this or use it for a vacation resort kind of thing. I could see that happening. That would be a good investment. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a little bit more shopping before committing, and because I want to see the ones that have the different roofing styles, the different roof materials. So we're going to head out to another place. All right, here we are at Nane Meli's Kubo. This is actually this is the son of Nane. Right over here, the son. You're the builder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he actually builds the kubos out here. So we're actually looking at something a little bit. I want to do something smaller because the whole idea is just to get out of the sun, and a little place that I could put the laptop and do some minor stuff during the day. And I think something like this actually. Now the construction here is different from the one that we looked down at Padre Garcia. Remember their construction, all this area was rounded bamboo, similar to the back here. So this one here, what they actually use, they use mahogany. Here, I'll show you the actual framing structure. And the framing structure is this right here. This is the mahogany that they use, and this will be the formation for the framing structure of the Kubo. So that's an important feature because the mahogany will way outlast the bamboo that only has a 3 to 5 year lifespan. The mahogany with the bamboo for the facade that goes around will last a lot longer. But a major feature here, if you take a look at this, the roof material. So the big difference on this one, which is what I'm looking for, is the life of the roof. And the roof material here, you see, this is all anahaw, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But this material will actually last at least 2 or 3 years longer than the material we looked at the kubos that were at Padre Garcia. And the construction is a little bit differently. The one in Padre Garcia was mainly all exposed bamboo, and a lot of this is the thin bamboo that's actually constructed on top of the hardened structure, but the structure will last a lot longer. This is also, it includes the table. You have the doorways that go inside, and when they come out and they build it on your site, what they'll do is they'll tailor it to your needs. So like I was asking him now, you see how these seats, they lean back, so it's more reclining. So when you're sitting here, you see, I can sit back and I can relax back here. So what I noticed is here where you can put some stuff on the shelf up here, this is actually like a 90 degree. So when you're sitting here, it's a little bit uncomfortable. So he said, no problem. He said they can do the back of this section right here, and they can put it on an angle just like this right here. So you could actually have comfort level all the way around on here.
7 by 14.
7 by 14.
7 by 14. This one right here?
Yes, this one.
That's 7 by 14 is big. This, and this is all open here. Somebody's living here in this one though, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
May nakatira ka dito?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have light. They got
That's
light.
a bedroom here.
Yeah, it's a bedroom.
And there's a restroom.
Oh, a CR here?
That's a CR.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did they build the CR in with them
Yeah.
when they did
Yeah.
that?
Baby, gagawin din ninyo ang CR.
Hindi po.
Ah,
Bukod po
hindi.
yun.
Ha? Iba hong
Iba na po
gagawa.
yun. Sir,
Pwede rin. Halimbawa doon gagawin. Yes, they can build.
They can build the
they
CR
build
into it.
Yeah. Magkano ho ito? Ito, pakitanong ho.
We got another place that we're gonna go check. It's on the opposite direction, near SM, and we're gonna take a look at that, and we'll see what they got down there. We might be coming back here. So this is a 6x8. A little bit different. See, this one has the bamboo for the corners, and it has the good roofing material. This is a pretty big one, and this one is a little different. It has the shelving area inside here, where the last one we looked at, I believe it only had a bar that went across. And this is a huge. This is 6x12. 6x12. This is a 6x12. And this one's finished now. It has this varnish.
Yep.
Varnish. It has enough room for 2 tables inside here, and I really like. You see the design that he has on here for the back of the seats. He's got a very nice design here. That's different. You see the design?
Yes.
It's different from any of the other
Different.
places. Very
Looks
very
better.
nice. It looks better. And it's actually when you lean back on these, this is actually pretty comfortable. Some of them, the backs are, I don't know if it's the angle or if it's the way they put the bamboo they lined up. This one's actually really comfortable, and you actually have a nice back here. It's flatted. And then there's one that it's a 6x6 over here when you first come off the street, but it's not finished yet, so I don't think it has the varnish and all on it. So this would be a 6x6 right here. So we're back at where they actually build back here, and here's all the bamboo, and these are the bamboo technicians back here. Magandang hapon. This is where all the magic happens back here, huh? All right, so the ballot is in. We've gone to all the Bahay Kubo places, and from all the places, we ended up right back here at the first place. And there's actually one that's actually built here. We're gonna actually take this, and this is a 6x6, and it's not finished yet, so they're gonna do the finishing on here. It's just like this. This one's actually finished, and it has the varnish on it already, so they'll put the varnish to protect it against the weather. And you can see the 6x6 has plenty of leg room, and it's got the little shelf in the back. And what they'll do is they'll bring a team of 11 people, 12 people, 11 or 12, and they'll actually load it on truck, and they'll come out and they'll bring it out to the site, and I'll have some concrete blocks, and I'll have the location. I already did the measurement of all the footers on here. So we'll Tuesday we'll have a Bahay Kubo. Alright, so this is the stuff I need to spray it to keep the bugs off of it and keep it where it lasts for a long time.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Okay, it is about 4:30, and I got everything I wanted to get accomplished today. And I got some, I don't know what this is, I got this at Roy and Michelle. There's some kind of food that's got some egg or something in it. I'll ask them later, but it looked good. And she said it was good, so everything I've got from there is good. So today was a successful day. I got the Kubo, and they're going to varnish it, and they will deliver it on Tuesday out at Villa Feliz, and then I'll have a Kubo on the back of the property, and I can rest a little bit and spend more time on the site without having to worry about coming home at lunchtime. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And until tomorrow, which is day 13 on the build, this is it for me on my PI Dream. Have a great day.